So the theory that I chose that I feel coincided more with my beliefs was the first theory that the chapter talked about. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. The contrastive analysis hypothesis. Um, I know in the chapter, Skinner believed that any human behavior followed by a reward would become reinforced and then more likely to occur. So there's a section in the chapter where a teacher rewards her student by saying a phrase correctly. The student said, can I get the book, please? Or can I get a book, please? And she said, wonderful. Yes, you can go get a book. I feel when a teacher can reinforce students like that with a good reward, good comment or compliment, and it gives the student more confidence to be able to use that now, in the future. So I feel like I related to what was said in this theory. Um, my first language, of course, is English. Spanish was spoken in my home because my grandparents spoke Spanish, but I never really picked up the correct or proper way to speak Spanish because I was never really corrected on the terms that I would use or the phrases that I would use. So now as I speak in Spanish, and I'm corrected, it's hard to break out of that habit. And I think that's one of the things that they talked about also in the chapter, the fossilization, in order for you to not make those mistakes, you need to be reinforced when you do. That way it doesn't happen again and it doesn't become a habit, of saying the wrong thing or pronouncing the wrong thing or saying a wrong phrase. So that's a theory that I chose. But, all of the other theories were really good. They had, good points and things like that. But this one just called out to me just because of that maybe, if I was corrected on my errors in Spanish, maybe I'd be able to speak it a lot better than what I actually do. Um, anyway, as far as teaching in my classroom, I don't have English language learners, but I'm sure that opportunity might come in the future. But that's one thing I guess that I can take from me, like from not from me, from the chapter, that it's always important to just reward that behavior, reward um, the student or the person when they say things correctly, and also just to correct them. That way they don't make it a habit of saying it incorrectly. But when it comes to teaching students, I feel, and it doesn't always have to be language, but it's just rewarding the student. It just gives them that confidence and that enthusiasm, that motivation, the determination to keep on learning and just grow. So I definitely liked this theory, and definitely apply it, to my future students. Whenever I do ever have students who are learning English or any language, but that is my response to this question.